My boss tried to take credit for my work, so I exposed him. This is the story of how I went from being overlooked at my job to flipping the script on my own manager. When I first started at the company, I was just happy to have a stable job. I was 24, fresh out of school, and eager to prove myself. The company was a mid-sized tech firm, nothing flashy but competitive enough that I knew hard work would be noticed, or so I thought. My manager, let's call him Paul, was the kind of guy who loved meetings but hated doing actual work. He wore expensive suits, cracked cheesy jokes, and always managed to slip into conversations with upper management. Everyone thought he was charming. But I started to notice a pattern. Every time I put in extra hours, every time I created a detailed report, Paul would suddenly present it at meetings as if it were his own. The first time it happened, I brushed it off. I figured maybe it was a misunderstanding. But the second time, when he literally copied word for word the presentation I stayed up all night creating, I knew it wasn't an accident. At first, I didn't know what to do: speak up, risk losing my job, stay quiet. I decided to bide my time. One project changed everything. We were tasked with developing a proposal for a major client, the kind of deal that could bring in millions. Paul, as usual, dumped most of the work on me. I poured everything into it: market research, competitor analysis, and even a full prototype demo. It was my best work. And of course, Paul planned to present it as his own. But this time I was ready. Backhand index pointing right. If you're still watching, don't forget to subscribe and follow for more full stories. No parts, no clickbait. You can find me on TikTok at the full Reddit, Instagram at the full Reddit, X at the full Reddit, and YouTube at the full Reddit. The night before the presentation, I sent the file directly to upper management with my name clearly attached as a preview draft. Then I waited. The next day, Paul strutted into the meeting with my slides printed out. He launched into his speech, bragging about how he stayed up working on it, but halfway through, the VP interrupted. "Paul, we already saw this. Jahaziel sent us the draft last night. Impressive work, by the way." The room went silent. Paul's face turned red. He tried to laugh it off, saying he mentored me through it, but the VP wasn't buying it. Funny, because Jahaziel's notes were a lot more detailed than what you're saying now. That was the moment I realized the truth had finally caught up to him. After the meeting, the VP called me into his office. He praised my work and asked me why I hadn't spoken up sooner. I told him I didn't want to cause drama, but that this had been happening for months. The VP nodded and said, "We'll take care of it." A week later, Paul was quietly moved out of the company. Officially, it was pursuing other opportunities. Unofficially, everyone knew he got caught stealing credit. And me, I was promoted. My name was finally on the work I created. Looking back, I don't regret staying quiet at first. It gave me time to gather proof, but I do regret underestimating my own value. Because here's the truth: if someone is stealing your work, they're only powerful until they get exposed. So tell me, if your boss tried to steal credit for your work, would you call them out immediately, or wait until the perfect moment to strike? Comment below, and don't forget, subscribe and follow me on all socials for more full stories. No parts, no clickbait.